buggered. Even I'm not so idle.
All right.
We can't afford any further delay.
Interesting. So I logged out yesterday down further here, and it put me way back up here.
Looks like there's a dwelling ahead. Care to take a quick peek? Let me catch up with you, kid. Immobilized. Open that chest, quick! There must be treasures within.
I don't remember there being so many little souls to absorb here.
Found treasure?
Get out of the way.
What petty swine! Here's my knife to face! please. Hey, why are you ditching me? Hey, why are you ditching me?
For the loot, of course.
Let me catch up with you, kid. Wide road ahead. Can't believe. You caught me? Nice find. This might come in handy. There's a nice shrine here, kid. We should take... Hold your monkeys. Let me fix you up a little.
I need to get some mana. Just use it all there. Oh, he got blasted. I think the 4-point jump attack should be a little flashier. I think that's it in this area. Yep, down we go. Caught in the web, interestingly enough. Wakes up next to treasure. Interesting. Yes, this is chapter 4, Allie. We just got here right at the end of yesterday's stream. Very cool chapter. Very difficult to navigate. But I don't know. I really liked this chapter. It was it felt like the most like spooky and unnerving chapter. And I really like that sort of thing in games. Probably why I like Dark Souls so much. You could watch me play this and then get to it to yourself and still have no idea what to do, because this chapter is very confusing as far as the navigation goes. I've ran it quite a few times just to have a pretty good understanding of the layout, but no mini map in this game. All memory. I heard some people asking for a map, but honestly that would just I can see needing a map in an open world game. But the user shouldn't need a map. I think it would make it significantly easier having a map showing you where you've gone or where you could go. I think it's best, especially in more of a linear game like this. I think it's a better choice to have the user have to memorize it and explore it versus telling them where they've gone and where they haven't. Like Elden Ring is so big, you kind of need something to let you get your bearings. And there are times, especially in this chapter, where you lose your bearings and it gets confusing, but I think that's what makes it a little more fun in this. Where I need to go. Way to go here. OP move. So, styles. So as you complete the game more and more, you just become more and more powerful. On the second, on New Game Plus 1, you actually unlock new weapons and armor. Combinations that were not available to you in your first playthrough. So you get to experiment with more builds. And different power levels. Like for example, with relics, on your first playthrough you get one, but each time you play through you get another one. So as you can see on my third playthrough, I have access to having all 3 of the craving eyes, all 3 of the fuming ears, all 3 of the hubris nose. And you get multiples of the curios. For most of them, not all of them, but most of them you can get multiple curios, which kind of makes more builds, more possible builds, more powerful builds. Yeah, the enemies do get harder. Also, as you can see here, I have 5 curio slots. Each playthrough grants you a new curio slot. Again, making more different builds possible. And of course, in the self-advanced tab, I have everything maxed. Instances, foundation, everything maxed here. Transformations, I have them almost all maxed. Does the combat get repetitive? Not really, to be honest. Although a lot of the fighting is kind of like the same setup, but like how you approach a fight depends based on your build. Like the way I approach a fight or setting up like a big hit would be a little bit different than the way a different build would set up their combat. So I don't know. I find the combat really fun in this game. Really satisfying combat. And there's lots of ways, there's lots of different ways to fight. So yeah, no, I find the fighting really good in this game, really fun. Yeah, he literally becomes a god. Each playthrough he gets stronger and stronger, becoming more godlike, which plays into the story even more. Yeah, no, Thunder build, I felt like It's not. I felt like it wasn't as good as this.
You can just one great milk.
Did he absorb that? And actually, I'm still incorporating part of that thunder build into my main build. Because I realized after doing that, that the spirit that I summon can just give me 20% increased damage when I cast it. Which I think is pretty cool. Reminds you of Sifu. I don't think I'm familiar with Sifu. But we are going to go fight a boss here. Monk who gains wisdom the more he dies. Or he ages. Interesting. Is that a PC game? So you're saying it's basically a game about Dr. Pentakill. This guy is gaining gaming martial arts prowess. They've recreated my story in Sifu. Let's see. Let's see if it's on Steam. Sifu is on Steam. Honestly, this game looks pretty fire. He died. Now wiser and older. Boom, the desk slam. Oh, shit. What happens if you never die? You don't progress? Hello, capture. There we go. Still progress, but it becomes harder and harder. So the game wants you to die. Holy, my character is freaking out over this cocoon hitting him. And you only age by dying? Oh, by the story?
Days of practice, 8 arms of mightiness. You're here at last, the destined one. I will first test your worth. My edge thirsts for a spill.
That was
Fit to ruin my flawless
not the
form.
plan. Oh, he actually hits quite hard. Let's just finish him off. Actually, I wanna. Okay. What? I didn't have a 4-point combo?
Hold your smirk, you audacious monkey! We'll settle our scores when
Oh, I got the
reach
arms
my
off.
full mastery!
Yeah, that was the sparks. And they kind of copy what I do. So we just kind of came this way to get that guy. Receiving service from Bell. ABC. Oh, I missed an important call. Shit. We will have to get back to that call at a later. All right, let's teleport back to the starting area, and then make our way down the other path. Yeah, this is probably my last playthrough of this game, though. I've already purchased the new God of War coming out on PC. God of War Ragnarok. So that's going to be a fun playthrough. And that comes out in a week or so, so... that'll be fun. So I was discussing with my friend last night, because I think a lot of people were calling this game a Souls-like. And so we're like, well, some people are saying that this game is not a Souls-like game. And I'm like, okay, well, and it got me thinking, like, what makes a game Souls-like? Oh. I switched stances. I didn't even notice. Like, okay, well, what makes a game a Souls-like? And it got me thinking, well, I thought it was just a game that has, like, checkpoints and boss fights, like hard boss fights. And he's like, no, it is that, but he's like, it's also the fact that you have to reclaim your resources when you die. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. That's a big part of a Souls-like. And this game doesn't really have that. If you die, fine. You don't lose anything. Whereas in like Dark Souls and whatnot, you lose resources. It hinders your progress when you die. And so, yeah, I started to think, well, maybe this game isn't a Souls-like. It's more like a God of War. It's more like an action RPG, right? Although it does feel like a Souls-like. Like the combat, the enemies, you know, how things behave. It does feel like a Souls-like. But I don't think this game is really characterized like, it's not, I don't think it really is a Souls-like. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this game is a Souls-like? Or is it just like an action RPG? Or is this just a damn good game? Calm down, sir. And I think for whatever reason, if a game has that, if it's considered a Souls-like, it has a little more prestige to it. It gets a little more respect. You gotta put a little more respect on his name, you know what I'm saying?
Big day! Big day! Big day!
I was kind of wondering about these lanterns. What's the story behind those things? Get them, boys.
before it's too late.
Sudden scares. Oh crap. Yeah, it's not too bad for that, but once in a while.
grim and dire is this land.
I
came
have
from the
played
New
Resident
West
Evil
with the
4.
wisdom of the 100-eyed one.
I really enjoyed Resident Evil 4, actually. It was quite good.
But he shut his doors and made me prisoner in this lair. Tales speak of these insatiable spider guys. They could use a strong male like me to consume and practice. Much I owe you today, my friend. Without your help, along the way, I would see no more of the Flaming Mountains.
Wait, what was the newest Resident Evil? Was it Resident Evil 4? Was that the newest one?
Never heard they say after the say, if the death the great say. My plea, my mind, if none should out now. My plea, my mind, if none should out now. Take great care.
What's that Resident Evil with a monster chasing through the whole game? Yeah, that's... Well, I know they do that in the newest one. They do that in the newest one for sure. Ooh, 11G. That's pretty bananas. Now you got me curious now. Newest Resident Evil. Oh. Resident Evil 9. Oh no, Resident Evil 9 officially confirmed to be in development. Resident Evil 8. That was the last one I played. Resident Evil Village is the one I played. The last one I played. But it says here, Capcom confirmed the next Resident Evil in development will be led by Resident Evil 7 director. Cool. Resident Evil's a really, really good series. Play 4? I think I've played 4. Let me check my Steam. Resident Evil. So here I have Resident Evil, which I think is the very first one. I got 7, which is Biohazard. I've only played 16 hours of that? That's weird. I got Resident Evil Reverse, which I don't know what that is. And I got Resident Evil Village, which was a fantastic game. Oh, shit. That game was only 20 hours? That's pretty crazy. I guess I don't own 4. Thought I played that. Wait, was this just the way I came from? I feel like it was. Yeah, it was. I remember getting scared shitless playing Resident Evil, the very first Resident Evil that came out. I remember getting scared shitless playing that one. That's the hand down there. All right, let's blast this fool. Boom. Hello? Too easy. I don't remember which Resident Evil series it was, but the whole game, one monster chases you until the end. That would be nerve-wracking. Past echo. Let's see. We'll do a little search here. Resident Evil game monster chase you entire game. Resident Evil 3. A nemesis chases you through the entire game. Yeah, it seems like Resident Evil 3. the remake. Yeah, they did a fantastic job with this game. I do have a few things I think they could improve on, but overall, I think this is a fantastic game. One thing is, like, you can't really upgrade weapons in this game. You just make better weapons, which leave the old ones in the dust. But the old ones have some unique mechanics to them that it would be nice if you could use them as well. But in the end, you just choose one of the top like 4 or 5 weapons to use in your build, and all the other ones are just useless. So it'd be nice if you could upgrade weapons so they stay relevant in the game, similar to your armor. Like, you can upgrade your armor to keep it relevant, because the armor does have set bonuses and things like that that coordinate with different builds in the game. Calm down, spider. The other thing I think they could improve on, and it's a small one, but in this game, similar to like Dark Souls, whatever, you can take potions that amplify certain aspects of your game: crit, defense, damage, etc. But like, as you can see, there's more than 4, but I have 4 equipped on this left side here. I have 4 equipped where I can press the trigger and then pick which one I want. Now, the problem is when you're in a fight or something and you want to use one of these pellets, well, you want to use a bunch of them, but you can only use 4, and you have to click on them individually to use them. So it'd be nice if you could combine them into one pill, the stats that you want in your fight, and then you could just like swallow 1 pill rather than 4. But you know, these are small grievances. The core of the game is still fantastic. The fighting is great. Huh? Well, I'm not done what I'm doing. mucho enemies in that part. A Nimbus? Not sure what that is. Oh, he killed me. He killed me. Huh. Yeah, New Game Plus, they hit hard. Later in the game you do, Ali. That didn't hit him. I didn't mean to do that. Kill me again. This is the first boss that has killed me in NG+2. Because I don't know. I feel like you can just disrespect the bosses in this game a lot. Rest in peace. That's the Wombo combo. Doesn't give you anything? That is the Wombo combo. Guaranteed to finish off
No haven here.
most bosses. Yeah, we're talking big time. We're talking big time 40 years.
40 years.
Now, there's one other way. We gotta go. Middle hollow. Lower. I think it's on the cliff here. NG plus 25? No, we are not, because the reason for that is a God of War Ragnarok is on its way. 8 days. And I think NG plus 3 in this game is enough. Let's see, how much will do I have? I have almost 2 million. Almost 2 million will. So yeah, we are after this playthrough we should be like fully upgraded. We should have everything we need to be maxed out. Alright, we gotta go the other way. The bridge. Yeah, I think we got our money's worth from this one. Lots of enjoyment. Fully appreciate all aspects of this game: the art, the story, the combat system. Lots of fun. Oh. You can't. Oh, God. That went a little differently than expected. Yeah, like almost all of my deaths in this game are from falling off something or getting knocked off the cliff. That's pretty much the majority of it. We all know that in these kinds of games, the most dangerous boss is gravity. It's a one-shot. And there's no defense against it. A little bit OP. Okay. Yeah, you want to be aggressive? I'll be aggressive. Let's be aggressive. There. You enjoy that? Yeah, that's actually kind of a good idea. We could have the death counter be a little more specific. Deaths by gravity, deaths by boss, deaths by I like having the current death counter and the overall death counter. I think that's pretty cool. Because a lot of times you'll see a death counter and it's like they've died X amount of times, but how many times have they died on this current boss? You know, I think that's a interesting piece of information to have. I actually did that on this playthrough, or my first playthrough. I did have I had an overall death counter, and I had a death counter for the current boss that I was fighting. It was really cool to see. But like, no boss in this game really challenged me for like hours. Wait, this thing is super annoying. So like the current boss death counter didn't really Wasn't super interesting to see that I died 3 times and then beat them. Whereas in Dark Souls, I know for a fact, like I would kind of keep track. Oh, okay, I had like 40 deaths coming into this boss, and after the boss was done, we had 70 deaths. So I know I died 30 times in there. But for the viewer just coming in, they don't know, right? Yeah, I took my counters off for the NG+. I mean, it's not really relevant, you know? I am kind of like one-shotting everything. For the most part.
To unbind our destinies.
Oh, I actually got 2 4-point combos off with my clones there. That's a lot of damage.
Our sire's head was hung when he
Usually you get 1 in and the fight's over, but that guy was a little tankier. Shove that in the ear. Another thing that's really cool in this game too, see, you get the golden carp, and every time you finish the game, right, and you play it again, you get another golden carp, right? So now I have 3 golden carps. So, and each one of these equipped increases your chances of finding hidden loot. So now I can have 3 of them equipped. Most people, when they're trying to get everything like, because there's items that you can get only by drops in this game, so they're running around with 1 golden carp trying to get these things. Well, I can have 3 of them, and I also have the other hidden item that lets you find things is this mask. Moderate increases the chance of obtaining materials upon killing an enemy. So you run around with like all those things on, you're finding tons of extra loot. You just get extra loot all the time, and you can also get access to the hidden stuff in the game. All right, I think it's beer o'clock. Be right back. Just gonna grab a beer. 41,000.
Yeah, they're 4,000 each. You don't need to buy 10, just buy like 5 at a time.
5.
Not 51, not 51.
Oh!
You bought 51.
Dude.
Oh my god. Fucking old man reflexes. Oh, a big shout out. My main man. Bang!
shout out for the young hooks. He had to deal with that shit last game.
Hey, coming.
Hey. Shout out. Oh,
You gotta do it for the people. Oh, that's an easy kill. That is an easy kill. I'm not leaving base until you. Okay, you're dead.
Wait, what? What? Wait. What? Did they just kill?
Remember the bootleg site you moved to for streaming? That's a good question. An alpaca. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Yes. Oh. Get her. Oh, she's behind me. No, please. Stop ripping whatever that was out of my ass and stuffing it in yours? What?
Some people say that onions make you cry. For me, it's the other way around. I make the onions cry. You can't penetrate these eyes. Look at them. They're cold steel.
No.
Cold steel. Some of you don't believe me. Oh yeah. Sure, Doc. Like onions are cold steel, like your eyes are cold steel. Check this out. See that? Nothing. Cold steel. Rub it in my eye. Nothing. Big mistake. Big mistake. You don't want to do that.
Yeah. We hit him? Oh. Alright, we hit him. We hit him. What's going on over here? Okay, I don't care about you. Oh yeah, we can go two ways in here. Is that it? Cork, have you played the God of War series? Only the first latest installment. So the one with the boy in it? Or was it Ragnarok? Yeah, the one with the boy. Yeah, I just played that one before Wukong. I was pleasantly surprised. I gotta say, that was a fantastic game. And mostly it was... What's that? Yeah, it was. Mostly because of the Valkyrie bosses in that game were so challenging. Oh, this is back here? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that looped around there. Okay. The Valkyrie bosses, like, I thought, honestly, I was like, okay, I'll play God of War. It'll be a walk in the park. But really, some of the bosses were very challenging. Most of the bosses were pretty easy. Beat them on the first try. You know, not too big a deal, but the Valkyrie bosses really redeemed that game for the challenge. Specifically the very last one, and the one that was on that fire mountain was also quite a challenge, and it really made the game mechanics and the fighting mechanics shine. They really shone out, you know, after that. What you got? Yeah, I caught one of your stream game. Should have done money. Gotta wait. Yeah, it's the first one is 25, only $25 right now. But wait, you said you had that one. Yeah, the second one though, they're pricing it 80 buckaroos. It would be definitely nice to catch it on sale, but it is what it is. And it's funny because, like, when I'm playing the games and I'm just getting smoked by a boss over and over again, you know, you see the player getting frustrated that they can't beat it, but really that's what you're signing up for. You're signing up for those moments, and if they're not in the game and you just walk through it, well, it doesn't really feel like you... Without any kind of challenge, you don't really feel any kind of accomplishment. And when you just kind of skip through, it's not fun. Even though at the time you're like banging your head on your desk. If you're not banging your head on your desk, the game isn't good, you know, in my opinion.
Darn it! Did you see all of that? Kind of bad joke, don't you?
We killed him in one shot. I don't even know where my damage was on that hit.
It hurts. Keep off. Leave me alone.
For some reason I can't get the webhook to subscribe, so I'm taking a break from it today. We'll hit it again. Okay. Yeah, no worries, Acid. I'm about to take a break here too. I got we got Ethan today and he's demanding attention. Right, Ethan? You're demanding attention. Why don't you come here and tell everybody what you want? Huh? You don't want to tell everybody what you want? All right, folks. Ethan's having a meltdown, so that's going to do it for today. I'll be back on again tomorrow. Same time-ish. Thanks for being here. Been fun. Catch up with Acid again tomorrow there. Cortex. Big shout out. Anyone lurking still on YouTube, Allie, if you're still kicking around. See you guys later. Everyone else on Twitch. Once again, thanks for being here, and we'll catch you on the next installment of Wukong NG+2 40 years. Gaming prowess. See you, Court.
Didn't he just install this? What's his name?
Oh my god.
Dr. Pentakill.